everybody, welcome back to Epic Beauty Fail. I'm Jessica. On today's video, I'm going to be filming day 5 of April's 5 Days of Foundation. And today, I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild MegaCushion Foundation. This is a newer foundation. I think it just came out in February, I think, somewhere in there. But I do have shade 106A Light Ivory. I'm going to go ahead and get it out of the box here. And here's what the product looks like. It's kind of cute. I mean, I am almost 40 and it's a little bit girly, but it's okay. It does not have a mirror. I don't think that's a mirror. Maybe it is. Okay, there it is. Yeah, there is a little piece of plastic covering the mirror. I'm not going to get it out. There is the little sponge that comes with it, and then oh, there it goes. It opens up, and inside is the product. It says, please remove protective film before use and close container tightly. So, I'm going to go ahead and read you guys a little bit about this product. Okay, on the Wet n Wild website, it says, it's a match made in makeup heaven. Liquid foundation in a cushion compact. Tap the cushion to add just the right amount of coverage or double tap to add more. It's perfectly portable too, with an airtight, no-mess compact that makes applying liquid foundation a breeze. Infused with coconut derivative, the luminous, lightweight, and buildable formula helps boost hydration and contains SPF 15 for added skin protection. All right, and it does have really good reviews, at least on the Wet n Wild website. Alrighty then, that's pretty much all it says. So it does have SPF 15. I'm going to go ahead and pull this off of here. All right, so that does look a little bit on the dark side, but we shall see. It is the lightest color. There it is right there. It's not, I don't think it's as dark as like the Physicians Formula cushion that I used on Monday, but it is definitely looks a little bit dark. I'm going to use a brush to apply this. I don't normally use these because they get real dirty and I don't like the contamination. So I'm going to use a brush to apply this on my entire face. On my face already, I do have the Pixie Milky Mist. I have some moisturizer on my under eyes. And then as my primer, I have my number 50 serum all over my face with the exception of my nose, which I have my Benefit Professional. So that's everything that's on my face right now. So I'm ready to go ahead in and start applying this. Let's see how it does. Now, I did go to Sephora. I was looking for another cushion foundation to try out this week, and I went to Sephora, and they were like, well, here's one, and it was like $60. And then I went to another one, and they said, well, here's another one, and it was like $85. I'm like, okay, thanks. And I went to the where did I get this at? I think I got this at Walmart. I'm pretty sure I got this at Walmart. It was like $870, somewhere in there. So hopefully this works well. We shall see. I'm going to go ahead and start applying this. Okay. I am using my Makeup Geek foundation stippling brush. Oh my, this might actually be too light for me. I don't know. But it's got some good coverage. All right, so I'm actually really liking the way this goes on. I'm liking the finish of it. I think it has a pleasant smell to it. It's probably about a medium coverage. I'd say it's about a medium coverage. It's very luminous. I might have been able to go one shade darker, but I don't know. It kind of matches my neck pretty well. It's just very luminous, and I'm not used to being this bright. I've run into a couple of other foundations that do make me this bright as well. I am going to powder this though. It is transferring a little bit. Now I did just finish putting it on, but I am going to powder it because I'm not one to like this much of a luminous finish. But I feel like it gave me some really good coverage. It covered up my redness on my face. And even like the little spot on my lip here from where I've been blowing my nose. I've been sick for like the entire month of March. almost, it's literally been like 2.5, almost 3 weeks now, and I still have a little bit of a runny nose. So I am a little bit concerned that this might be coming off around the nose as I blow my nose throughout the day. So I'm going to keep an eye on that. I can't really blame the foundation with my cold. And there's just some other spots, like right in here, I have a little blemish that's not completely covered, but especially the spot on my lip, if it doesn't get covered, again, it's just from me blowing my nose and the tissues and stuff. It really irritated my skin there. So but everywhere else, I feel like it looks really nice on my forehead, on my cheeks, even on my nose. I feel like it looks pretty nice, and that's a problem area for me regularly, that I do have problems with foundation sticking on my nose. All right, so the time is now 9:49. And I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of my makeup, and I will be back in just a few minutes. All right, everybody, I am done with the rest of my face. The time is now 10:22. But we're going to go ahead and call 10 o'clock the check-in time, because I did powder my face, then it just took me a little bit longer to do my eyes and the rest of my makeup. But on the rest of my face, I'm using the Cover FX, what is this called? The Perfect Setting Powder. I use this all over my face. And then on the rest of my face, I have the Naked Urban Decay Flushed Palette in the colors Streak, which is these three right here. And on my eyes, I have my MAC Painterly Paint Pot. And then I have a combination of two palettes on my eyes. This is the Tarte Clay Play #1 and the Anastasia Beverly Hills Prism Palette. If you're not familiar, this is the Prism Palette right here. And here is the Clay Play palette. So that's what's on my eyes. I do have the Butter London Double Decker Lashes. And then on my lips, I have Bite Beauty in the color Honeycomb. So that is what is on my face. Oh, and I do have the Pixie by Petra Rose Setting Spray all over my face as well. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom in and we can talk about my foundation. All right, so we're about a half an hour in of having this on, and my biggest issue right now is that it's really going into some of my fine lines. So on my forehead here, I do have the one line across my forehead. I don't know that the camera will pick it up, but it is already settling in that line. So I'm going to keep an eye on that throughout the day. Other than the line, I think my forehead looks really nice. I don't feel like it's settling too deeply into my under eye creases, my under eye lines. Let's be honest, it's lines. I don't feel like it's settling too deeply into those lines. I feel like it's looking really nice around my nose. This might be the only time I can check in with that, because like I said, I do have a cold still. I'm going on week 3 of having this cold. But hopefully I won't wipe too much of that off. It is getting a little bit in the line there, but I've already blown my nose twice since I saw you last. I think on my chin, it's settling into my lines as well. So this is definitely not the best foundation I've tried recently, because it is settling into lines. Now, I mean, I could have used a little bit more of the Professional around my mouth, which I know is a problem area for me, which I didn't. I literally just used it on my nose, and actually my nose is looking pretty good. I think it's looking pretty good. So anyhow, there you have it. That's where we're at right now. I will do a check-in in natural lighting around 2 o'clock. That's going to be my target, 2 o'clock, 2:30, somewhere in that time frame. I'll be looking to do a check-in in natural light. So right now, I think it's looking pretty nice. Since I powdered it, it's not looking as dewy as it was, which I like, but it is getting into some of my fine lines, like on my forehead. And you can't really see that. I mean, literally, I have to touch my forehead and show you that it's in the line. So I'm not too concerned about that right now. As the day goes by, if it sinks even deeper, I might have a problem, but for right now, I'm okay with that. So I think it's looking pretty good right now. I think it's giving me a good coverage. It's covering up my natural redness. And I think I'm going to leave it at that for now. So I will see you around 2 o'clock. All right, everybody, it is just about 230, 225. And looking at my foundation, I think it's actually holding up really, really well. Looking on my nose, it's still looking really good. On my cheeks, it's still looking really good. On my chin, well, my chin's one of my trouble areas. And my forehead, it's in that line, but it's not like super, super bad. Like that line's not like being more prevalent because of the foundation. It just looks the same as if I wasn't wearing foundation at all. Yeah, actually, overall, I'm liking the way this is sitting on my skin. I think it looks really nice. I think that it is going like these little lines here on my lip. So I'm getting a little bit of creasing on my lip, but it's not horrible. It's not as bad as some of the other foundations I've tried. But overall, 4 hours in, this isn't looking too bad. The color's still looking pretty good. It hasn't oxidized. My nose still looks pretty good, but I don't know. What do you guys think? I don't know. I don't think it's looking too bad. So that is 4 hours in. I will see you guys in another 4 or 5 hours. All right, everybody, we are back to talk about the final opinion of the Wet n Wild MegaCushion Foundation. The time... it's now 6:48, so I've had this on over 9 hours, right? Over 8 hours. Had it on over 8 hours. So I've got some concerns about this foundation and some things that I really like about this foundation. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom you in and show you the different areas of my skin where I'm concerned and where I'm okay. Okay, so I think my forehead looks okay. This is one of those foundations where I feel like in some areas it's gotten better throughout the day, in some areas not so much. So like my forehead I think looks really, really good. I did blow my nose a couple of times today, so you can see like it's worn off around the outside of my nose, but I really didn't touch my cheeks very much with my tissue. And I think that's the area that I'm least pleased with right now. It has worn nicely. It has not like just totally wiped away. And I think it looks like a natural wear, if that makes sense. I can definitely start seeing it breaking up, like especially like right in here on my cheeks. Some of that could be tissue related, but then again, I don't know that that's necessarily the case. I think this overall has worn really well throughout the day. I think it has faded naturally. I have worn it for 8.5, almost 9 hours. Overall, I'm pretty pleased with this foundation, actually, especially considering the price. It's just like between $8 and $9, so it's actually a really good price. And I think it's done a pretty good job. On my chin, I think it actually looks better than it did earlier today. I think it's just sort of settled into my skin, melted into my skin really nicely. I don't know. Overall, I think it's done a really good job. I don't really know what else to say right now. I mean, it's not cakey around my nose, but then again, it's kind of worn off my nose. So I will wear this again to see what it looks like as I am able to wear it a little bit more. Overall, though, my first impression is actually really good. I really do think this did a good job. It's not overtly expensive. It is only a ½ an ounce, though, so it's not a full ounce. I don't know. What are your thoughts? I think my skin is a nice dewiness. My powder's definitely worn off throughout the day that I had powdered it to get it a little bit less dewy. But yeah, I think it looks pretty good after almost 9 hours of wear. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. But if you did enjoy this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you enjoyed this month's foundations, give me a thumbs up. If you have any comments, leave those in the comment section down below. And if you haven't yet subscribed, please hit that red subscribe button and do hit that little bell to get notified when I do upload new videos. I do hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed April's series, and I will see you on the next Epic Beauty Fail. Bye.